Abraham Lincoln quotes. I have never had a feeling politically that did not spring from the sentiments embodied in the Declaration of Independence. You think slavery is right and should be extended, while we think slavery is wrong and ought to be restricted. That, I suppose, is the rub. It certainly is the only substantial difference between us. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Elections belong to the people. It's their decision. If they decide to turn their back on the fire and burn their behinds, then they will just have to sit on their blisters. Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. Any people, anywhere, being inclined and having the power have the right to rise up and shake off the existing government and form a new one that suits them better. This is a most valuable, a most sacred right. For people who like that kind of a book, that is the kind of book they will like. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. When we were the political slaves of King George and wanted to be free, we called the maxim that all men are created equal a self-evident truth. But now, when we have grown fat and have lost all dread of being slaves ourselves, we have become so greedy to be masters that we call the same maxim a self-evident lie. Whatever you are, be a good one. In regard to this great book, I have but to say it is the best gift God has given to man. All the good the Savior gave to the world was communicated through this book. There are no bad pictures. That's just how your face looks sometimes. Folks are usually about as happy as they make up their minds to be. Public sentiment is everything. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. All I ask for the Negro is that if you do not like him, let him alone. I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. I have stepped out upon this platform that I may see you, and that you may see me, and in the arrangement, I have the best of the bargain. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Am I not destroying my enemies when I make them my friends? I am rather inclined to silence. And whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. Adhere to your purpose, and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. On the contrary, if you falter and give up, you will lose the power of keeping any resolution and will regret it all your life. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Let no young man choosing the law for a calling for a moment yield to the popular belief. Resolve to be honest at all events. And if in your own judgment you cannot be an honest lawyer, resolve to be honest without being a lawyer. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. This country, with its institutions, belongs to the people who inhabit it. Whenever they shall grow weary of the existing government, they can exercise their constitutional right of amending it, or their revolutionary right to dismember it or overthrow it. I distrust the wisdom, if not the sincerity, of friends who would hold my hands while my enemies stab me. I believe it is an established maxim in morals that he who makes an assertion without knowing whether it is true or false is guilty of falsehood. The best way to predict your future is to create it. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. And in the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Do you love the inspiration, mindset shifts and value you get from motivational quotes? Then you should sign up for our Your Inspirational Quote newsletter. Subscribers get a daily inspirational quote and a fascinating fun fact to start your day off right. Best of all, it's totally free. Just go to theinspirationalmindset.com/quotes to subscribe and start off every day inspired and informed. That's theinspirationalmindset.com/quotes. I'll see you there.